Welcome to our podcast. We're going to be discussing the topic of adolescence and puberty. And my name is Helen and I'm doing PE and maths teaching, and I'm going to introduce you to my team.
Hi, I'm Lauren and I'm studying Science Ed.
Hi, I'm Emma and I'm also studying Science Ed.
Hello, I'm Cormac and you wouldn't believe it, but I'm also doing Science Ed.
In this podcast, we aim to discuss the topic of puberty and adolescence. Our main focus is how puberty affects adolescents physically, mentally, and emotionally. We will explore how puberty is approached and how it should be dealt with, as this is a very important time in adolescent development. Before we understand how puberty affects adolescence, we need to know what it is. It is defined as the process that leads to sexual maturity and is a series of synchronized events and interconnected changes that occur in both the brain and the body. It is brought about by biology, but social factors and physical context can affect puberty as well. There is also a wide variety of how these events and changes take place. This is why the support adolescents gain from adults is so important to deal with puberty appropriately. Here's a typical classroom scenario when teachers mention to students that puberty is going to be discussed. The teacher appears uncomfortable, knowing that students may not react well to this discussion of puberty. Students do not listen to the teacher at this point. Here's an alternative scene as to how the topic of puberty should be dealt with in a classroom situation where the students are listening to the teacher.
Boys begin puberty between the ages of 12 and 13 years. They go through a series of changes both physically and emotionally. In front of you I have a list of both. So, as you can see, it's understandable for teenage boys to be confused about who they are, considering all of what they are going through during this difficult time. Now we see a video where teenagers are being pressured into doing things that are not always right by their peers. It's more about trying to be cool and trying to fit in rather than anything else. Here we see a group of teens around the back of the school at lunchtime. Two of them seem to be putting pressure on the other teen into smoking with them. When she refuses, it seems that she will probably not be cool enough to be hanging out with them anymore. And so to stay in the group, it seems that they all have to smoke.
Puberty in girls. Puberty begins for girls between the ages of 10 and 11. However, some girls go through puberty at different stages, which can be difficult on them. Early maturing teens experience more mental issues such as anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. With this come emotional changes. Girls are more sensitive and self-conscious about their appearance and body image. There's high pressure put on girls to look well. See, here we have a typical scene in a bathroom of two girls putting on makeup during their lunchtime to look well. Then we see another girl minding her own business, coming out of the bathroom, no pressure, until she sees these two girls. We can see by this girl that she looks frightened and anxious. The girls then put pressure on her to wear makeup. There's a lot of pressure put on girls to wear makeup in schools. This is a scene of peer pressure. Selfie! Selfie!
Supporting adolescents during puberty. It is important for adolescents to feel that they have the support from an adult during this difficult time. Teachers play a major role in the development of adolescents, so it is vital that they approach this subject sensitively and with an understanding to how young people feel. Students need to feel that they have someone to turn to or rely on to support them. In this scene, we are showing how teachers or adults can support adolescents and how they should allow time to listen to their problems and be a friendly face for them to go to. It is important to never turn down an adolescent when they are in need. Always make time for them no matter what. Never judge and always look for the positives. As you can see from the video, the teacher gives the adolescent a piece of paper. It is good to inform them about all the help and groups that there are out there for young people. Conclusion. We hope that after watching this podcast, you, a future teacher, will realise that puberty is a difficult time for many teenagers and that different people deal with it in different ways and that some are more affected than others. So make sure you go about the topic in a sensitive manner. Thank you for watching our podcast.